flashing sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, feel it coming in. Golden, I'll follow golden, golden, golden. Humble high fives for miles in spring. Rainbow trout and hummingbird.
Hi guys, welcome to my apartment. So that little mini montage of the introduction was just how it feels to be in the neighborhood. And when you usually see me on the YouTube videos, I'm usually sitting right here. And what you see in back of me is the couch and the painting, and just that area that's showing right now is usually in frame. But today I'm going to give you an in-depth tour of my apartment, share with you what I have in here and how I organize it. I'm writing a book series about how to have good vibes in your home, so right now I'm working on the decluttering book. I'm also a professional organizer and I help a lot of people in their homes, so I try to keep my place decluttered. And I live in a 324 square foot studio apartment, so basically 30 square meters. And I've lived here for 5.5 years. The view is my favorite part of this apartment. It's pretty much the reason why I moved in. And I just wanted this cozy space to be able to focus on work and my writing. And so anyways, I hope that you enjoy this video. And last note is that I usually try to make my videos more tailored, but in this instance, I just started filming. And so I'm giving you this tour very casually, as if I'm just showing it to a friend, which I am. So anyways, I hope that you enjoy, and let's get started. So starting at the front door, there's my bed. The lighting is really pretty at night, so I'll show you some shots. Right now it's in the afternoon. There's my desk, my little palm. The dog has a bunch of dog toys here. My filing cabinet. This is the camera I usually use for YouTube with the microphone and pens. If you've seen some of my other videos, you know I love these little rain boot holders. It's a cell phone holder, but I use it for my AirPods. These are some plants I'm propagating. These little men in the boat, my mom made that out of origami. These little stickers are stuck onto my monitor from my goddaughter. These have been in our family, I think, for 2 generations, these little dolls. So they make me happy. I put them on the desk. This is just a pack of tissues from Target. And then I divide my paperwork. Those are some planners and notebooks. I love this riser. I got it fairly recently on Amazon. Those are paper, these are files for YouTube. YouTube takes a shocking amount more work than I realized, like the planning for the video and then editing, and I'll make a whole nother video on that, but there's a lot of misconceptions about making YouTube videos. Anyways, that is my YouTube section. This is for writing and my manuscripts for writing the books. Then in my file cabinet, what I'm working on currently is on top. These are extra office supplies. And then I also have like a bunch of Post-its that I'd kind of just throw in this side of the drawer, and I go through them every once in a while, and they inspire me or have some general usefulness, or I throw them away. And then this is for work, for like the professional organizing business, and then also my writing and manuscripts. Then we have this corner. This is where my TV is. I'm also propagating some of those plants. All these plants from around the apartment are from this mother plant. My books. These are all my bras on the left. Bralettes, sports bras, underwears, and socks. It looks kind of full and colorful, but I try to condense everything into one drawer because it's like limited space here. The next drawer is, I'm a big fan of pajamas and lounge clothes for at home, so that's all my pajamas and lounge clothes. Sets are more on the right hand side, and then the warmer clothes are on the left hand side. Then these are all my bathing suits. So cover-ups are on the left, sarongs are the second row, and then to the right half of the drawer, it's all bathing suits. Then these are my surfboards. So this one in the front I had custom made for me in Bali a long time ago. Don't use that board that much, but this board, the second one in, it's hard to grab, but it's a fish, a 6'6" fish, and I just love it. This other board, it's an MSP board, and it was my first surfboard. I've had it for like 20 years. So this, I still take it out, but it's a fun board, 7'6" fun board. And then this one I recently had custom made for me. It's my first longboard, and I really like it. It's kind of fun. Lanterns. Getting into the closet. So I have a lot of long sleeves and the jackets, and they hang on this side. In the back, there is a hack where you use a garment bag. Let's see if I can get to it. And you store wrapping paper inside. So that is just a garment bag, and inside are rolls of wrapping paper for Christmas time. And then extra hangers kind of just go in the back. I have a suitcase in the back, and then also a step ladder. These are all my pants. Jeans, workout pants, and then sweatpants and lounge pants are more to the right. These are my shoes. Ran out of room on the shoe rack, so then I have my shoe boxes here, and it kind of just works perfectly for me. I have a lot of tank tops, clearly. Like, I like layering, and so those are all my tank tops. I love flowy like skirts that are longer, not too long, but more like a knee length, like pencil skirt. So I love these in the summertime with the bodysuit, and my bodysuits are mixed in with the tank tops. But a lot of these are kind of sarong style, beachy, flowy. Then I have, the rest are dresses, long and short dresses, flowy, also kind of, I just love this floral breezy type look, and it's perfect for where I live because it's December and it's probably like 75 degrees right now. So it's that's why even in December, well, with the sweater I can still wear some of these things that I have. A lot of these kinds of dresses. when I was a kid for some time in Hawaii, like I used to see my mom wear these kinds of, well, I'll overlay a picture if I can find one, but I used to see her in pretty floral dresses. I think that's why I have so many here. Kind of that look. I just really like it. In the very back here, this is a scarf hanger that's amazing. I love this thing. So I thought I had a ton of scarves when I was storing them up on this top shelf, but not once I got this hanger. I really like it because you can see at a glance all the scarves that you own. Then I have a fancy dress just in the back. On this nail, I have my belts, and it works fine because I don't wear belts that often, so it's just kind of in the back. Then I have my shorts off to the left. Not gonna wear them right now so much, so that's why they're in the back. Then my long sleeve t-shirts and short sleeves t-shirts. These are all my sweaters and cardigans, which I love sweaters and cardigans, so there's a lot. But I do utilize everything in this closet. So up there on the left, I have to use a step ladder. This step ladder. But I get that out, and then I can get my clutches in that Michael Kors bag. I've had that bag for a long time, and I haven't used it as a bag recently, but it's more of a holder for all my scarves and mittens and beanies and leggings, like the tights. Here is an extra purse. It's kind of a big purse, so it's great for travel. Here's another purse that I use quite often. My hats. And then that is an extra sheet. Usually when I wash my sheets and my duvet cover, I just put it right back on, but the sheet, I keep an extra one. Then I have photos and memorabilia. Those are those 4 boxes. I recently gotten into puzzles, so there's some really fun puzzles in there, which I will probably overlay right now, but really, really beautiful puzzles. They're good for the mind. In there, I have some extra sunglasses, wallets, and other accessories. It's just a nice bag, so I store them in there. Extra towels for the kitchen, little hand towels. Beach towels with beach hats. This box is so old and beaten up, that black box, but that's my sewing kit. I've had it for a long time, and that box actually has like really good memories attached to it, so I've had it for like probably 20 years. Those are bulbs on top for my bulb lights. Those. Extra bulbs in case any of them burn out, and then those are all my tools with the drill on top. So that, in essence, is my closet. Let's see, what else can I show you guys? The lighting drastically changes at night, so I'll show that to you, but let me show you the view. When I'm working, right now the light's coming in, so I have the curtains a little bit closed, but in the morning it's really, really nice to sit here, and then the sun's not coming into the apartment, but you can really just hear the waves, and then it's just really calming. Here is my bed. Oh, I painted this painting when I was probably about 20 years old. And then that has a great memory behind it too, because I had to finagle my friend to transport that with me in probably a really stupid way, but we got it done. But it has really good memories attached to it. And then those lanterns when I was in sales and I was just out of college. I got my first commission check, or maybe it was like my second or third, but I wanted to buy myself something nice. So I got these ridiculously expensive lanterns off of Melrose at this like really nice home shop. It was like Exotic Goods, I think, or something. But I just fell in love with those, and I'll show them to you how they light up at night. They're just so pretty. So I've taken really good care of them, and then I hope to have them forever, as long as I'm here. But I really, really appreciate them, and also good memories attached. Here's my bedding. This is from H&M Home. I really like their linen covers. I like this kind of style of bedding too, because it's just so easy to make your bed. You basically just put your duvet back over. No like top sheet to mess with, although top sheets are awesome too, but this is just the style I've been doing recently. Let's see. This is rose quartz, and that lights up really pretty at night as well. This is my key hook, also good memories souvenir from Sorrento. This plant I propagated from that one. And if you don't know about propagating, it's really easy. You basically just cut the stem, like the leaves here, like so. You see how it's cut maybe like a little bit on each side, and then you put them in water, and basically what it does is it grows the root. And then I can now plant these. These are ready to plant. So I'll keep them here a little bit longer. You can also just keep them in water. That's pretty fun. That. On to the kitchen. This I got at IKEA a long time ago for my first apartment when I was about 18. I'm in my late 30s now, so I've had some of this stuff for a long time, with this pot, and I just absolutely adored this pot. And then when I got this, it was probably the size of, altogether not a huge amount bigger than that. So then I left the country and I left this with my mother, and I came back years later, and then she had grown it so big, and then now it's even grown even bigger because she left the country, and then now I have this plant, and I just love the color of this. So pretty. This is one of my favorite things in the apartment. Let's see. These are cookbooks. This Julia Child cookbook is pretty old and well used, and a client gave it to me, a client who I really, really like, really respect, but anyways, I thought that was pretty cool. This Japanese cookbook, it's about cakes, and my mom gave that to me a long time ago. And then this is a recipe book from Italy. This ratatouille, this is just, both of those are from TJ Maxx, but I really like them. These are from my travels. From my travels. This one got kind of messed up. Well, it's totally messed up, but it's from Marrakesh. And I like to collect magnets when I was traveling, because I was thinking, well, you know, it doesn't take up much room as a souvenir in your bag. And I have a lot more, but I didn't want the fridge to look too junky, so I just left it just with my favorites. And then I use that notepad for grocery store lists, shopping lists. Here is an extra rack for my spices. This little piece of toast, it's actually a sponge. Isn't that so cute? And then the oils that I use. This is a really old stove and oven, but it still serves me well. And then this painting, or this photograph, I got it from Urban Outfitters a long time ago, and That just makes me happy. Reminds me of so many moments in my 20s. Here is my food pantry. So, arguably, I think this is a small pantry for all your food, but it still works. I have all kinds of meal and baking goods up there, dog treats to the right, candies to the right on this shelf, popcorn and almonds and cranberries and such here, and then more baking goods. I really like these Lazy Susans because it just makes it so much easier. Got that Lazy Susan for like $5 at Target, but I really like it because it's clear and it just makes things easier. My canned goods, rice, and then these are all my pastas and rice. This turmeric is temporarily there just to remind me to make that golden tea because it's nice and cozy for the winter time. So I love coffee, love just hot drinks in general, which you'll see in a second, but let me do this bar cart. So some teas and coffees in the back. If you like drip coffee, this Pete's Major Dickinson's blend is my absolute favorite. I have a shaved ice maker from when I was a little girl. I think from when I was just like a little baby, and that's from Japan. And also that is melon syrup, and then there's like this really good clear syrup here where you could put red bean on top. Oh, what's that? There's strawberry syrup in the back, but I really, really, really love shaved ice. Little Bose speaker, which is quite nice for the sound. In this little cute tin, I keep my receipts. Extra pause for the Nespresso. And then, small space problems because this is actually a file cabinet. So it has legal files inside. And so my workflow spills over into here. And it's so weird to keep it in the kitchen, but I ran out of room. So that's dog food on the left. Now, this Monstera plant, I had it for like, maybe a year or two, but it was so tiny when I got it, and it didn't even have like the splits in the leaves because it was so young, but now it's starting to form the splits in the leaves. Very exciting. I love this coffee machine. You can do single serve or like the full carafe. Have my Nespresso machine next to it, and in these drawers they're dedicated to hot drinks. So matcha, green tea, this is a tea latte, so good. Lipton, I know people don't like, some people like Lipton, some people don't. I love it. Let's see, Nespresso pods, hot cocoa, and then the yellow packets are cinnamon hot cocoa. Let's see, let's open this other one. This also dedicated to hot drinks. So a variety and an abundance of teas. These are kind of just like random sugars and tea packets that I've collected when I go places. Cappuccino packets. Those I don't love as much as this tea latte. My fave. Love mint tea. So anyways, this is like just a really useful Dutch oven, I think it's called, but it's really great for making stews. I keep my current bag of open coffee in this. It's supposed to keep it airtight. It's good. Then this is where I keep my potatoes, onions, and garlic. This is kind of a cool, dry, dark area. Then I have my pots and pans. This plant also has been propagated from, sorry, try not to move too fast, that mother plant up there. It's amazing how from that plant, this one grew, and then also that beautiful one grew. So that's what I'm doing with those, is trying to make big ones like this again. So I have some cookbooks here, some manuscripts, and then just some books that I like a lot to reference. Here's another area dedicated to hot drinks. But I have my mocha, and then these were my grandma's cups on the Japanese side, and then I like them because they have the lid, so I use those like quite often. These, when I came back from being out of the country, I was living in Morocco for quite a while, hence like the cups in the back, and then also like the basic tea box. It just has a memory behind it, so I kept it. I brought it back with me, and then I kept it. Those Anthropologie, they're like tagines. That's a salt and pepper shaker, but I thought how cute, but it has like a Japanese-ish pattern on it, so I thought how perfect. Bought it. And then those are, so people ask me as a professional organizer, do you ever want stuff that you're decluttering with a client? No, the answer is most generally not, because I don't look at it in that view. But with these, she was decluttering them. She's like, don't want those. Let's donate them. I was like, could I buy them? I just fell in love with them. Once she said she was decluttering them, I think I might have even said, no, keep it. They're so cute. Like, the one thing I'm not supposed to do when I'm trying to help people declutter. She just had no interest, but I did. So I use those a lot. But they also make me happy. So these probably shouldn't be in the kitchen, but they used to be in our china cabinet when I was a kid growing up. They were my mother's, and I have no place here that I can put them, except for, sorry, going back over here. Could put them up there, but I worry like if there's an earthquake, I really don't want them to fall. So while I'm here, I had temporarily put them here, and they work actually, and they kind of don't get dirty because they're far enough from the cooking areas. But yeah, they're kind of just perfect there for me. Then I always have fruit in the bowl because fruit is just so good for you, and it's colorful, and I feel like it's also functional decor for the kitchen. I have my kettle, soda stream. This plant I've had for almost 8 years or so, but I really, really love it. It was so tiny when I got it, and I haven't transferred the pot, so it still remains like tiny enough to put under the cabinet. This starfish looking thing is actually a Christmas tree ornament. It's a topper. So this is probably one of my other favorite things in the apartment. It just looks so beautiful at night. It gives my kitchen this ambiance. But I bought it, and then it kept falling off the top of my Christmas tree. Like, it kept tilting. Couldn't get it quite right, so I was like, never mind, forget it. Then I put it on my counter, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it looks like a starfish. It doesn't just look like a Christmassy thing. So anyways, I absolutely adore it. That's like one of my favorite things. I use it year round, not thinking that it looks like a Christmas ornament, but more like a starfish. Then here is, my mom made that for me before she left the country, so I just keep it there. My knives, and then dish rack, and then I have a lot of serving platters, seemingly, but cutting boards, but it's mostly for serving platters. So if I go to a party or like make something, I really like to make it aesthetically pleasing and display the food on there. So all those get used, especially that pizza thing in the back. Again, my love for hot drinks, those are all to-go containers. And then that, in that tin up here, is rubber bands, and then extra zip ties or little twisty ties that I might randomly need, extra condiments too. And then those are, you know, big size extra condiments, soy sauce and whatever else, apple cider vinegar. Okay, the last bit of it is this. My junk drawer. So I love junk drawers so much. I feel like they're so useful. I'm in here all the time, but I have surf wax, incense, sage. That's to put on the tree, on any of my plants if I want to hold the stems together, extra batteries. And then my flathead screwdriver. This is a flashlight. Just a very useful drawer. But that's my junk drawer. Then, next to it, those are all my cooking utensils. This my cousin gave to me when I was like 5 or something, my very favorite cousin. And then, yeah, so just fun little memories with the little things. My mom gave me this egg cooker. So basically you throw it in when you're boiling an egg, and then it tells you when it's soft, medium, or hard boiled. This, it looks so warped now, this yellow lemon squeezer, but my mom used to use that when I was a kid, and for like salad dressings, and then I still do too. Then this is just my cutlery drawer. So regular cutlery, and then I have clips to the right, and then these are for when you cut fruits. They're almost like little toothpicks. This is a grater. This is for making sushi. Then these little forks and spoons, they're for desserts, but they all have an individual story behind them. This hand thing is like probably one of my favorite souvenirs ever. I ordered a drink in Malaysia, and then that was the stir stick. I just love that thing. Wherever I go, like whenever I make a drink, I've used that thing probably like hundreds of times. But it was just a free stir stick that came with one of my drinks. Then my Tupperware. And you just really have to make good use of small spaces. So that's why kind of everything's stacked on top of each other, but it's still pretty easily accessible. The next drawer is probably laughable. Some people will probably think, what the heck? But basically, this is extra paper towels, and then extra sponges. And then underneath it is like, it's embarrassing to kind of put this on YouTube, but I feel like a lot of people can relate, but it's just like a plastic bag drawer. So I use, anytime I get a plastic bag from a store, which actually isn't that often, but I use them as trash bags. And then this is pretty self-explanatory, but I have my lids here. Just all the extra kitchen utensils go here. Bakeware. This is an amazing juicer, toaster, and then this is for like bento boxes, which I rarely use them, but sometimes I do and it's fun. This is the Arrowchino for the Nespresso, and it frosts your milk and warms it, and it's awesome. And that is how I make use of my small space. And I hope that was interesting or fun. And then I'll just show you guys what it looks like at night, because it looks totally different from the day. And yeah, but that's my little space. Here is the apartment at night. And I really like how this room feels in the evenings. It feels like happy and cheery to me, and I've layered the lighting so you can make it less bright and more ambient, but this room feels great. Let me show you my books. I think white lights with the books and the plants go so nice together. This is one of my favorite parts of the apartment. And then there's the bed area. And those green lanterns I was telling you about earlier, or the green lamps, the texture looks so nice at night. Quite like that. And then the view, I live really close to LAX, or Los Angeles International Airport. So usually there are a lot of planes taking off and flying in the sky right there. Right now there's only the two, but it's really pretty to see at night when there's even more in there. There's another one. And then, let's see. Oh, I wanted to tell you, I forgot to tell you two things. So this plant I said was one of my favorite things in the apartment, but this painting, I forgot to tell you about it. So my dad painted this for me, and it's supposed to be me relaxing in a hammock with a book in Bali, just kind of off the grid. And that's really special to me. So out of everything in this apartment, this is my absolute favorite thing. And then, I know this is not that important, but I forgot to show you my cabinet with my mugs and my plates and my bowls. So those are all those items. And I told you that these were my grandmother's teacups. Well, I also have my grandpa's teacups, and those are there, and we're really close. So, and I remember seeing him drink out of those, so that's kind of cool. For coffee mugs, tea mugs, I like whimsical ones that are just fun and pretty to drink out of. And then these drinking glasses are from Anthropology, and they were a splurge, but cost per use, they were so worth it because they're really pretty when you drink out of them, and I use them every day. And then the last thing, oh, there's my star. The last thing I have to show you is the bathroom. So let's go on over. And here is my bathroom. So I try to keep it kind of cozy minimal, and here is an overview. So I am worried that this video is getting a little bit longer than I meant it to. So I hope that it's okay if I split the bathroom tour up into another video. And so what I'll do is I'll create this bathroom tour for my next video, and we'll get into the cabinets and medicine cabinets, and I'll show you the things that I like and what I have and how I organize. But then I can get this video out right away, and then the bathroom tour I think will probably be another like 10 minutes or so. So if you are watching this as it comes out, then I will have the bathroom tour video out within a few days or the next week. And then if you are watching this in the future, then I will have the bathroom tour linked at the end of this video and in the description below. So thank you so much for joining me on this home tour or this apartment tour. I really appreciate you. And if you like this video, could you please hit the like button? And then also, if you haven't subscribed yet, if you could consider subscribing. I talk a lot about simplicity and minimalism and decluttering and just how to have a good energy and vibe in your home as I write the book series of how to have good vibes in your home. And thank you again so much, and have a lovely day.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin. Even with my eyes still closed, I can feel it coming in. Golden, golden, I'll follow